So you didn't become a judge in Broward.
Yes.
And if I understand correctly, while you were a judge in Broward, you ended up being the judge who presided over drug cases.
Eventually, yes. I started off in domestic violence and family law, and then I went into drug court, and then I did juvenile drug court, and then I went to Orlando and did criminal.
And I want to talk about the wellness component that you brought to the drug court. What inspired that? And I read that you would either help or encourage the defendants who came before you to keep track of their exercise. Just talk to me about the inspiration behind that and what happened.
Yeah. So it's interesting when you go into rehabilitative courts because no one really teaches you how to be an excellent drug court judge. I mean, you may go to one workshop for 24 hours and that all of a sudden you're like an expert drug court judge. That doesn't happen. And so you bring with it your experience. And my experience is training like an athlete. And so everywhere I go, I train people like athletes or like I do myself. So, the small tool belt of success is what I preach is like get up every morning, do something, meditate, journal, prayer, workout, set yourself up for success first, and then the rest of your day will follow. And so I really started that in drug court, I guess. Yeah, like really teaching others how to take ownership of their life and control over their habits and walking a mile a day. We would start with just walking outside, then we'd start tracking our steps, and then, we'd start reading books, small books, but one a month, and I'd talk to them about their dreams and their aspirations and setting goals for them. And so it just kind of happened that way. No one really taught me how to do that, but it seemed to work.
What kind of results did the community see?
I think the juvenile drug court was the most rewarding in that regard with teaching these young juveniles who they're 16, 15 years old. They have no hope and giving them hope and giving them ownership over their own life and giving them the tools for success. And oh my gosh, I still get letters in the mail about, how grateful they are for my mentorship and the opportunity to just have someone believe in them. And so that was certainly the most rewarding.
And so after Broward, you end up in the Ninth Judicial Circuit.
Yes.
How did that happen?
Well, my family's in Central Florida. So COVID, once again, I was at home taking care of my mother, running court from my mom's house. And so eventually I was like, well, it would be lovely to be up here with my family and my nieces and my nephews. And so I put in for the Ninth Circuit. There was an opening and I got it. And so, another split second decision. I'm now in Orlando in a entirely different jurisdiction, kind of always underestimating the next move and what it's going to be like, going into a completely new jurisdiction where you haven't practiced law at
Right.
all and being a circuit court judge. There is more challenging than I thought it would be, but I had a great time and I've made really good friends. And now, in retrospect, it allows me to give our students opportunities in Orlando and give them clerkships and internships in the Middle District. And, just having that broad Florida base has been very helpful.